What's going on, guys? So I know in the last video I went over MetaTrader 4 and 5. So if you want to use MetaTrader, you're more than welcome to. But the platform that I currently use now is called Tradelocker, and the reason why I like Tradelocker is because it's pretty much extremely close to TradingView, like as far as the template and everything is concerned. So this is something that I pretty much like to trade on now, and I do everything trading wise on this platform. Okay, so if you're wondering why I have KOT Forex up here, is because I want to remind you guys that before you can even use Tradelocker, and you'll see if I go over here, you'll see the trading platforms to be able to trade it. You need to make an account with KOT, and then in doing so, that way you can get your account credentials, and then you can pretty much sign in to Tradelocker. Okay, so if you're concerned about the process of that, they do have customer support down here that you can do, or whatever you need to pretty much help you with that process. It's a very simple process. So for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna go over how to use Tradelocker. Okay, so right here with Tradelocker, everything is right here in front of you. So you have your pairs over here, and you can pretty much trade anything. I know these letters are light and these letters are dark, and it's just simply because the markets are currently closed right now. As you can see, they have it up here, so it pretty much shows you when the market will be open, and that type of stuff. So I kind of like that as well for this platform. Right here, you have your indicators. If you want to use certain things, they're all here. Once you get deeper into my course, you'll see that the majority of indicators that I really use only is a trending indicator, which is like the moving average, pretty much. But if you want to use other ones, it'll be in here for you. You can change, what kind of chart you want to look at. If you want to look at the line chart, vice versa, or the candlestick chart, or any other of these parts of it that you want to use, you're more than welcome to. Right here you have your time frames, and you can star the ones that you want to have up here displayed, and unstar the ones that you don't. And right here, these are pretty much different things you can use, just like TradingView. Pretty much different things that you can use to be pretty much do some markups on your chart. If you want to use the long and short position, you can too. To analyze your trades, all of that good stuff is right here for you. If you want to hide all your drawings too, you can do this as well too. You can see the moving average coming off as I'm doing that. So that's something if you want to trash all the objects on your or all the drawings on your chart, then you have this option as well too. So you want to come on here and just kind of just mess around with it a little bit, just see what you have access to and what you're able to do. But as far as that's concerned, you have the zoom in, zoom out button over here. You see, I zoom in, zoom out, that type of thing. So that's something that you can use as well too. As I go further, you got the markets panel over here. You could unselect it, take it off, and let me zoom out just one more. There we go. You can unselect it, take it off, put it back on, and you could choose. They have different categories. You can go to forex crosses, exotics, majors. Everything is pretty much here for you. If you want to enlarge it, take it off, that's how you can do it. You can see if I go back here, click it again, that's how you can pretty much take it off. If you want to see your balance, all of that stuff, closed positions, all of that stuff will all be here for you. And they just added this feature where you can set alerts on your chart. So I'm going to take this one off because I'm not using it no more. But let's say you're expecting price to come back here, which it did. You can pretty much select, scroll over the price number or the area of interest that you feel like price is going to go to. You go over here to the plus button, click on this, click on alert, and then boom. So as soon as price hits that little area, then you will get an alert on your computer or your cell phone. Okay, so that's something that you can take advantage of. And you can also you can come here and say you press the plus button if you want to use a pending order. That's something you can do as well too. I don't think I can set my stop loss and everything now. Let me go to the order panel. Yeah, I can't set my stop loss and stuff because the markets are closed, but this is how you would use it. That's how you would use the pending order. If you want to place a trade, say you're ready, you're like, I'm looking at the charts, like, all right, I'm ready to get in. You can just select the order panel. You see that thing's just popping up, and then you can pretty much select buy or sell, the lot that you want, all of that stuff, and you'll be able to select the risk as well too. Just right now, like I said, the markets are closed, so I'm unable to do that currently. But that's pretty much how you can do it. You can go to TTF, all of that stuff, and let's say you got different pairs that you want to trade. Say you really love Bitcoin, you love trading Bitcoin. Well, you can go to Bitcoin, you can right click it, and you can go to the option where it says add to instrument or add to favorites. My bad. Go add to favorites, and then click on the star, and then all your favorites will show up right here. Okay, so that's not really my pair, so let's just go here, go back. You can go straight to it by right clicking it, go to instrument, and the chart will take you right to Bitcoin. Okay, view details. This is something that it'll show you, if this particular market is open or if it's closed type deal. You get all those details right here. It'll give you all the details of what's needed to be able to trade this particular pair. So that's something I like about it as well too. So kind of just showcasing, and you see this is now it pretty much lit up now. So this market, the crypto market isn't closed, but the currency market is. But back to the pending orders, when I was explaining, this is how you do a market execution. Like if I wanted to enter right here, right now, like it will be right here on this asking price line, which is that red dotted line up in here. That white line and that dotted line is where you would be entering at, where the trade will pop in. So then select my lot. Say I just want to do a 0.01 lot. Stop loss behind this area. Take profit up here somewhere, and then my buy will be this is where I will be buying in at type deal. So, and you can see as I up the lot, they change, so you can pretty much gauge everything right then and there, which is another great thing I like about this platform. If you wanted to gauge your lot size based upon the exact number or the exact dollar amount that you wanted to be risking, you can also go here. Say you wanted to risk $50, right? Where you could type in 50, and then it will go. It will put in the exact parameters on how your trade will be laid out, and it will select the appropriate lot to be able to get in for you. So those exact parameters will be valid. It'll go exactly on how you're trying to risk, and vice versa. So I like that about the platform. So remember that, guys. That risk thing is very, very important, especially if you're trying to risk an exact amount only. You can definitely take advantage of that. Now back to the pending order. If I wanted to go to a pending order, it'd be the same concept. Say I felt like price I felt like price was going to go down here, and then I wanted to move my stop loss like right here. Boom, same thing. If I want to take off the risk, then you can see the numbers change, vice versa. But as soon as price comes down here, I have my buy in. It says buy limit. If I was doing a sell, then I would change it, and then I would just pretty much have to change where the stop loss and the take profit will be, because we're going in the other direction. So this is pretty much how it works. You see, that's sell limit. So sell limits are where price goes up and it hits a certain point. Sell stops is when price goes down and it hits it automatically, and it keeps going in your direction. That's pretty much how it is. And the same thing with the buy limit as well too, just so you guys know. See when it's right here, buy limit when I'm behind the asking price, but when I'm above it, I'm above the asking price line right here, then it turns into a buy stop. Boom. So as soon as price passes this area, then you will automatically be logged into the trade. So keep this in mind. This is something that you can use, especially if you're, you're working a 9-to-5 job and you just don't really have time to be on the charts as much. You want to definitely take into consideration these pending orders. So that is enough of this. Hopefully you guys understood that and I didn't talk too fast, but that's how you pretty much use the order panel. That's how you use the markets panel, and that's how you use the trade panel. So you see the alert is still here for UJ that we had set. So let's go back to UJ. See, the alert is still there, and it just stays there until, you know what I'm saying, price hits the area. If you want to close the alert, boom, you can do that as well too. So take advantage of this platform. If I want to take the market panel off, I could either click it like this with these little arrows, or I could just click it off of here, just like this. If you want to take everything off, you want to go full screen, you can do it. If you want to go full screen, just hit the full screen button at the top here, and then boom, you can see everything. This is a beautiful feeling. I love being able to just kind of, you know, enlarge the entire screen to really analyze my chart thoroughly. They also have trade history as well too. If I go to settings, you can pretty much select one-click trading, where, you know what I'm saying, you could pretty much have the trade panel and it's on, and as soon as you, I can't really do it now in an example because markets are closed, but if you have this on, then as soon as you press the trade button, then it'll automatically log you into the trade. But if you have this off, then as soon as you press the trade button to enter in to the market, then it'll ask you, are you sure that you want to do this? Are you sure you want to enter this position? That type of thing. So this is something to have, especially, you know what I'm saying, just to have that option, just to make sure you don't accidentally press a button or, you know, here and there. Is something that's good to have. Trades on chart show up to 100 last trades on the chart. That is actually these arrows that you see. So this account right here is currently my funded account for $5,000 with Top Tier Trader. I will leave the link to Top Tier Trader down in the text as well too. If you guys have trouble getting to the site or whatever, you're more than welcome to. It is my affiliate link, but you should be able to get a discount if you use my link for Top Tier Trader. If you guys want to try out one of these challenges to get funded, you're more than welcome to do that. Just a heads up for you guys. Right here, these little arrows is basically where I had entered price in before in history. You can pretty much see, you know, where I had entered and I had closed my trade. So if you enter in a certain area, these areas will pop up and it'll show you the lot that you put in, and stuff like that, and how you close. This one was another one I entered in, had some good profit on that. So I like that. I like that option on here as well too. It's very, very simple. This platform is just very, very simple. So that's something I like about it as well too. Push notifications, receive notifications on your device when the position is open, closed. That goes back into the alerts part of the section when I was explaining to you guys. So you will get this alert on your phone. So that is a beautiful thing by itself. So you'll get it instantly. So keep that in mind. This part I don't use. So data and privacy, security, yeah, all this stuff. Good. Show chart ask price. That's that line I was telling you guys about. I don't use this. The Hikanashi, I don't use that. Show stop loss and TP handles at all times. This stuff should already be selected for you guys by default, because I remember I didn't change anything on this part. But this is how you'll be able to see your stop loss and take profit on the chart. Yeah, pretty much that is enough of this platform so far. Oh, if you want to take a screenshot or a snapshot of, you know, if the image of your chart, you want to send it to a friend of yours, or you want to keep history, this is something that you can use up here at the top as well too. Just kind of just keep track of everything. If you click on this auto button, you want to reset the chart. Say you are all over here, all over the place, and you want to reset the chart, you can do this. And you see why when it's selected, it pretty much lets you go side to side with it. If it's unselected, then I can pretty much go like this however I want. But when it's selected, side to side. Okay. If you want to go back in time, you know what I'm saying, take a trip back to, you know what I'm saying, back in the past, you know what I'm saying, you could do that too. So keep all of these things in mind, guys. But that is Tradelocker. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want more information on in depth on how you can trade, you can day trade in the foreign exchange market, I do have a deal going on for my course. I don't know how long I'm gonna have it at this cheap price. But it usually is $250. I put the price down to $100, so check that out if you're interested on your own time. But other than that, like always, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.